Good afternoon, dear judges. I'm Tayorong Selling, and my project is on maintaining view quality of LED display with lower number of LEDs. Technology brings many conveniences to life, but usually comes at the expense of environment around us. For example, LED display are seen everywhere, which requires high energy consumption. But do we really need that many LEDs to achieve the viewing quality? Let's look on the right. The left display have 32 LEDs, and the right one use only 19 LEDs. But those two pictures have the similar viewing perception, but the one on the right use fewer LEDs. Thus, the main goal of the project is to show how to reduce the number of LEDs of the display while maintaining the satisfactory viewing quality. For an LED display to have the good viewing quality, the neighboring LEDs will be the inseparable. And borrowing from the Rayleigh criterion of physics, we would like to wait a minute. We are able to determine the condition in which the neighboring LEDs are inseparable. Given two LEDs viewed at a distance, the Rayleigh criterion defines when they are clearly separable and just inseparable and fully overlapped. Based on the Rayleigh criterion, vector of the viewing distance L, we are able to formulate the maximum separation W between two LEDs, which also they are inseparable when viewed at the given distance L. And based on the computation formulation, we derived an algorithm to decide which LED can be turned off. To do so, we first label some of the on-LEDs as corner points or edge points. And to preserve shape, the corner points will never be turned off. And to preserve size, the edge points will turn off when it's sufficiently close to the corner points or edge points. And to the other remaining on-LEDs, it will be turned off if it's sufficiently close to the on or edge or other on-LEDs, corner LEDs.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Can you understand it?
That bit, yeah. I understand the bit about the corners and the edge, but then when you just did the H and the LED, I lost me.
Okay, you can forget that part.
Okay.
And I'll make an example. Here is the original LED display. And this one, we can analyze that there are 4 corner points, and 36 edge points, and 81 on points, just in this picture. And after reduction, we will get picture C. That is also 4 corner points remaining. And some of the edge points and many of the on points are now turned off. And then we'll get the picture as picture D. And this algorithm has a time complexity of big O, n by n. And these have 3 important characteristics. First, the shape of the original display is preserved. And secondly, the size of the display characters or patterns are also preserved. And in other words, the preserved thickness of the strokes is maintained. And thirdly, even when the display is only 1 LED wide, it will not be broken into pieces. And here are the results that shows the reduced LED display at various distances. As for example, the English character Z, as the viewing distance increases from 10 meters to 30 meters away, the LED we used will decreases from 464 down to only 64 LEDs. However, the character Z is clearly visible at 30 meters away, when even at greater distance with much fewer LEDs. And for complex characters, such as Chinese character, giants, this character have the similar results. That is, the characters still have the clearly visible at 30 meters away, then using only 16% of the original LEDs. And similar results are achieved with solid patterns. And we also conducted some experiments to see what the limits are on LED reductions. For both ASCII and Chinese characters, 3 font sizes are used. And for each character type and font size, 30 random characters were tested. These figures of the results in terms of so viewing distance versus the LED reduction percentage. And 3 observations are made from these experiments. First, at this display size is 32 by 32. The character is too small to view it at 40 meters further away. And secondly, LED reduction become possible when viewed at 10 meters or more. And furthermore, 40% reduction is achieved by 15 meters. And 80% reduction is even possible at viewing some character type and font sizes. Finally, expected greater savings achieved with thicker fonts. In conclusion, on rating criteria, we show that much fewer LEDs needed on the panel display is actually needed if viewed at 15 to 40 meters. And we found out that 40% to 80% reduction is possible. And that concludes my presentation. Any questions or comments?
Yeah, can I go to the bathroom, please?
Yes.